Yo, guys, 10360 here. Today I'm here with
Man 12.
So this is kind of like our first podcast, or I'm lost on words. Well, okay, you take it over.
Okay, so this is going to be our first podcast, the PMH Podcast, standing for Man Hatena Podcast, and it should be a lot of fun. I guess this podcast is mostly to introduce you to it and see if you like it or not, but hopefully a lot of you guys will enjoy it. So without further ado, let's take it away. So, what is our first topic?
I guess let's just name off where we come from.
Okay, I come from a small village up in the Alaskan Bullfrog, and it's very nice. No, I'm from the U.S. and I'm an idiot. Cool?
I was meaning more like where we can be reached, but that's fine. That's fine too.
I guess social media-wise.
I come from Mars.
So, generally, I think if you're watching this video on YouTube, you already know our YouTube channels, because I think this is going to be posted to both of ours. So,
most likely.
My Twitter, if you wanted to follow it, is PieMan12YT. And I don't really use it much, but when I do, it's kind of cool, because the first month of using Twitter, I actually posted daily. And I can also be reached on pseudo-memo now. I think we forgot to mention that we're both animators.
Yeah, we are. I was actually just on my DSI getting ready to animate. I'm like, no, that's unprofessional of me. So I just set it down.
Well, yeah, of course it's unprofessional of you. You're doing something in the middle of a podcast. It's not something you do.
Yeah.
I still need to learn the rules of a podcast, but that's fine. So...
I can be reached at, I'm actually on an absolute crap ton of social medias. I can be found on pseudo-memo as a 10360. I can be found on Twitter as Dylan Sherlew, Facebook as Dylan Sherlew, or we could just put a lot of our social medias in the description below.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we know how to do that. We're not noobs like we were when we first came here.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to start with some different topics, and the first topic I have written down is how we met.
How we met. Oh, that was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, a few years now. Can you explain that one?
God, I'm trying to remember. Apparently.
Wasn't it over Hatena?
Yeah, I think it was over Hatena. We were... Oh, yeah, I remember now. So, we were on Hatena. We went to, I think it was the username Andrew. It was this Picto chat from this creator called Andrew, I think it was. And we would go there all the time, and we would sometimes talk to each other. And we became pretty good friends. And, later on, I had later stated where I lived, and then my man here had stated that he had lived near in that same state as well, and kind of took off from there.
But don't do that most of the time. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, it is. We were stupid back then.
Yeah, we were really...
we were really idiots.
Anyway, so that's kind of the story of how we became friends, and you've gone through a couple different usernames. I've just been PieMan12 all these years, but because I created it in 2012, and I really liked Pie, and I was a dude, so I'm like, PieMan12 sounds like a good name. So, care to explain all your usernames and how they came about?
Dear Lord, a lot of usernames. I'm gonna have to check all my usernames from my past Flipnote, because that's mainly where I got them.
So, wasn't one of them Com20?
I think so, but I never really posted that to Hatena.
Yeah, so...
I think one of them was Sonic Power.
So, yeah, Sonic Power, that was hilarious.
But my very first username, I believe, was Bullet Wolf, with a star at the end.
Oh, yeah, that's right. God, that was old.
That was back in 2012. It was 2 years ago. And we make it sound like it was a century ago.
Well, yeah, but My Sonic OC is Blanic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. If none of you know me that well, I actually have my own Sonic OC. They're called Mobians. And my OC, I named him Bolt the Wolf. And on the DSi, it didn't have enough room for the in it, so I just named it Bullet Wolf, and I just put a star at the end because there was one extra letter.
Yeah. So actually, some of you might be wondering why I have different variations of Pieman 12, and that's kind of an interesting story too. So usually when I can't get the username of Pieman 12, I try and add something to it. And so my YouTube, I couldn't get Pieman 12 as like the actual official handle, so I got Pieman 12 official because that's how I am. And then I couldn't get Pieman 12 on Twitter. I'm like, are you serious? So I get Pieman 12 YT because it matches with my actual YouTube account. And then when I went to set up like a Minecraft account, I couldn't get freaking Pieman 12 again. So I'm like, well, this is just an outrage. So I put O's on either side of it, and now everyone calls me OP Man 12O.
OP Man 12.
I seriously think that people are stupid when they say that, because it's like, read between the O's. But
then again, like that O thing, usually people will just do like underscores or something like that.
I know, but like generally when you see someone with characters on the same character on either side of their name, generally you read in between that to find out what their username is. That's what people intend, and that's what I intended. But yeah, so if you see me uploading Minecraft videos and you see my username like that, it's Pieman 12 with just O's on either side.
Yeah. My Minecraft username is King of Music 413. I was gonna make it King of Music 205, I think it was, or 206 or 207. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while. But the thing is that I had used it for my Pocket Edition one, and I tried to change it, but I tried to change it on my Pocket Edition Minecraft, but when I went back to the PC when I was registering, it wouldn't let me change it to King of Music 206, I think it was.
Yeah. So let's start talking about something interesting, okay?
Yeah.
So something cool I've done recently is I tricked one of my friends into tying their shoes together for science.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
So basically we were doing an experiment in our science class, and what I did is we were doing like jumping, and I wanted to prank someone that day. So basically what I said is like, oh dude, like if you want like a better result, because you have a really long stride, what you want to do is you want to tie your shoes together so that you have a better chance of jumping at the same time. And of course they believed me, so because like I have a silver tongue when it comes to convincing people to do crap. So yeah, so he basically tied his shoes together and did some jumping, and we had like we had to do it like 3 times. So he went 1, worked, 2, worked, and then he jumped the 3rd time, and then suddenly he had like his stride again, and his shoes like the knot, because he triple knotted them, they like flew on both sides, and the laces came almost apart, but there was one really tight knot in between them that kept them together, and nobody could get them apart. So,
oh dear lord.
And he had, it would be normal if he had to like walk home, but he had to bike home. So, because like imagine trying to bike with your shoes tied together.
Yeah.
That's probably not the best idea. So,
I should try that.
That's not a good idea.
And record it.
So what he did was he had to cut his laces off and tape them together again. But as he was walking out of the room, he's like, I am never trusting you again. I gave him a week and he trusted me again. But that's besides the point.
I always love that story.
I love it too. Mostly because my friends are gullible. And I love proving that they are.
Oh, wow.
So what's something cool you've done?
Something cool I've done. Oh God, I don't have a life.
Well, I guess while I'm keeping the ball rolling.
Yeah. I guess you try to do that while I try and come up with something interesting I've done.
Alright, cool. So, I've been getting into a lot of mobile games recently, and one of the ones I stumbled upon years ago was Clash of Clans.
Oh, dear.
I've been on and off with that game so many times. I think I made my account back in 2012, and I played all through 2012, stopped playing in 2013, and now I'm back. I've been back since, like, October. But, yeah, geez. Not doing very well.
I guess I have, like, a story that I can relate to that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, so, like, remember when you would, like, beg me to keep playing and at least give it a try? When I kept saying that I don't really like games like that. When I do admit it, I literally had an app that was literally just like it, but it was like more of a Minecraft 2D version.
You know, I didn't beg you to, I just asked repeatedly, like on a day-to-day basis, if you would.
And you were kind of annoying me with that. So then, later on, I just deleted the app, and happiness.
Yeah, so you deleted that app?
Yeah, I did.
Alright, interesting.
A while ago. And, alright, so, first time I ever went to a talent show.
Oh, yeah?
Like, this is, like, the first time I had ever done something in front of a huge crowd. Like, I've been on social medias where I get, like, a bunch of feedback, but I have never been in front of, like, 500 people before.
Yeah?
Insane, but the thing is that, well, I have, like, ADHD and autism, and, apparently it's, like, hard for someone with autism to go out in front of a bunch of people and perform something good. So I had sang, One Republic's Counting Stars, and dear Lord, like, even, like, all of the kids in the school were, like, they loved my performance. Like, even you were there.
Yeah, I was.
And, like, I was just mind blown on how good I was. Should I sing?
In a bit.
Do you have a story to tell?
Yes, I have something similar. I was in front of a large crowd, recently. We were holding, like, a spelling bee. And,
oh.
yeah, so...
That's, like, very recent, wasn't it?
Fairly. One of the words I had spelt was fluency, and I spelt it wrong. I think the irony is there, and other people saw it. But yeah, God, what else have we done? We're not very interesting people, are we?
No, we are not. We shouldn't be starting a podcast, should we?
No, we should. So let's talk about, like, our animations and how that went about.
Yeah.
How'd you get started on Hatena?
I got started on Hatena when, I remember, like, I had my DSi for, like, ever since I was 8. And, dear God, so my mom finally, trusts me with internet on my, DSi, and it was so weird, because, like, I just, go to the App Store on it, like, the Nintendo, not eShop, the DSiWare, and I just download all the free apps, which is, like, there was only 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah, there was, like, the internet browser, the transfer system, and Footnote Studio 3, not 3D. I don't think that's going to come out.
Footnote Studio 3D is like the Half-Life 3 of Nintendo.
Yeah. In fact, I was actually making a Christmas special for Pseudo Memo.
Yeah?
And I mentioned Footnote Studio 3D. Like, I'm trying to do, like, that one on the first day of Christmas, like, 12 days of Christmas with a 10-360.
Yeah, yeah.
And my first one was, like, on the first day of Christmas, Pseudo Fox gave to me
some rabies.
Well, no, I have something terrible like that that, like, ends it.
Oh, God. That's not a good thing.
No, it's not. It's not really. But apparently some of my friends thought it was good. But, so it was like, on the first day of Christmas, Pseudo Fox gave to me a Flipnote app that's in 3D.
Interesting. Anyway.
And you guys are going to have to wait for, like, I don't know how many episodes of it is going to be on there. But definitely a lot. Like, just wait for the last one to come out. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, so, apparently this is going to be, like, just audio and with a picture on it, so,
as you can clearly see.
So, I guess, for those of you who haven't actually been a part of or listened to a podcast before, just do something while listening to it, and generally that helps speed up like what you're doing in your head. It just kind of helps speed it up. I know that I've spent like hours listening to podcasts before, and I think it's kind of cool to return the favor for it, you know?
Yeah.
So, let's see. Since it's going to be audio with a picture, I guess you're going to be doing the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Alright, are you going to be creating it on your 3DS?
Yeah. And then I'll upload, and then I'll take the SD card and upload it from there, and then I'll movie maker and yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be spending hours after this is recorded just doing absolutely nothing but uploading this. Dude,
yeah, there's like a whole process. There's like a whole process of this. Like, the first part clearly is getting the audio. The next part is getting the thumbnail and image throughout the video, as you're seeing right now. And then the next part is taking the SD card, putting it in the monitor, and then making the entire movie, then saving that to a file, putting it in a USB, taking it to the netbook, which is really slow because the computer I have now does not have internet yet. And then I have to go through the whole UBS thing, and then it takes like an hour or 2 or 6 sometimes just to upload the video.
Yeah.
So it's a pain in the ass.
I imagine so. So your microphone is your webcam on top of Legos.
Yeah, I literally just made this yesterday. Like, I didn't have any other stand. I couldn't find anything to make it out of, and then I just randomly find some Legos, because that's when I'm starting to make, like, something for my webcam, because I didn't know that the webcam wasn't working. And then I realized that while I was digging through the Legos, right on top of it, apparently I was very blind, was the webcam. But when I tried to hook it up, the webcam part didn't actually work, because apparently that was broken. And then I found out that it had a microphone in it, so now I made a stand for the webcam, and now I'm just using it as a microphone.
That's hilarious. Oh god, I wish I could do that kind of crap all the time. But yeah, I think
it was a pain in the ass, because while I was trying to make it, like, this part, as you see here, like,
no,
like
the people that are listening to this can't see it, but like,
I know, I'm trying to describe it. It's like very thin Lego pieces, like all around, and like every single time I tried to place one, I had to be very careful, because like 3 times I think it was, like, the entire thing collapsed and I had to remake it.
Dude, this looks like something that you'd see in a toddler's room.
Yeah.
God. Well, I guess anything made out of Legos looks like it'd be something that you'd find in a toddler's room.
Yeah, but it's the only thing I can make. I'll take a picture and then I'll post it to Twitter later.
Yeah, and say hashtag PMH.
Yeah, PMH Podcast.
No, just PMH. Oh, and that's another way that you can get us to see your tweets at us. Just go hashtag PMH and we'll be looking at that kind of often. So, yeah.
You could possibly ask us questions and then we might mention them here. Or, I don't know, like, send us stuff and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully all of you guys are too. And, yeah.
I think I only have like 8 subscribers.
Really? I got 19.
Speaking of which, so on my other channel, Dylan Shirley, which is the one that I usually use for feedback, but oh my god, like, I was, going to hopefully permanently use that one, but then later on, it wouldn't let me post to that.
Because you made, like, so many spare channels?
Yeah, I had like 2 Nintendo 360 channels, one without an icon, and then I had Feltstairs Gaming, which we never got the hang of.
Yeah, I think we still could have done Feltstairs Gaming now, more than ever, but I think we just didn't know how to use the software at the time.
Yeah, now I definitely do, but I think I'm just going to stick with my Nintendo 360 channel. So the thing is that it wouldn't let me post to my Dylan Shirley channel, and it would only let me post to my Nintendo 360 channel with the icon.
Yeah, that's fair,
Yeah. Which I might be changing the icon soon. So.
Oh, yeah, that would be kind of cool. Because you have Bullet, right?
Yeah, Bullet the Wolf, and I use Jake more now. Which, if you don't know Jake, he's like my stick figure that I use now. If you know me on Pseudomemo, then you should know Jake.
Yeah, but like most of the people that are watching this should know what Pseudomemo is, considering the fact that you advertise a ton on Pseudomemo. People watching on my end, which are probably going to be a lot more people, are from like Minecraft. They're from Pseudomemo. They're from this and that. Some of them are even friends I know. I mean, it's just kind of all over the place. So if you don't know what we're talking about, it's totally normal, at least on my end. But people that are watching this through like your end, right?
Yeah.
They should know.
They should know what we're talking about mostly.
Yeah, most of the people should know exactly what you're talking about.
But if you don't, then this is the perfect way to get to know us better.
Yeah, exactly. Pseudomemo is created by Austin Burke, and right.
Also known as Pseudofox.
Yeah, so. But he created he got the software for it, and he's been upgrading it over time, and
I've noticed it a lot more, and you, I guess,
noticed it. I've noticed it. I just don't. I just pretend not to.
Yeah. Basically, I think that. I actually don't think I noticed it more, because I think there's still some Easter eggs, I'll call it, that I don't know about, because I've been on there for a long time, and then you took like a very long break.
A very long break a month is not a long break, bud. I'll have you know.
You were gone for more than a month.
I'm sure. Actually, yeah, I was. I was out all of October and November. Never mind, I was out for 2 months.
2 months.
Sorry, that's a long time. Just ask John Tron. Oh, wait, no, he's been gone way longer than that. Sorry, John.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
You don't know who John Tron is?
Nope.
Get wrecked, mate.
Okay.
God, so, where'd you get your inspiration for the podcast?
My inspiration, basically when I made this, I remember back in the day when you were talking about making a podcast while recording with our little iPods or iPhones. And just taking those and then making a podcast, like recording Minecraft on your TV.
Yeah.
And then when I was making this, I was thinking, I was making the stand for the microphone. I was thinking, what if we did a podcast with this? And then I just made an icon for it, and then we could just have that play throughout the entire video.
Yeah, and I don't really have inspiration, considering the fact that I was just kind of asked to do this. And I kind of got inspiration from forever ago to do it.
Yeah.
So, you know, our stories kind of intertwine like that.
Yeah.
And hopefully eventually we'll get, like, guests. Like, we can get people over, like, Skype and something. And hopefully that'll work.
Well, I'll have to figure out how to record their audio or something.
Well, I mean, like, we could record it through our mic. We could just, like, set something up to the point where, like, the audio, like, feeds into the mic.
I could just put my iPod up there. We do everything with our iPods except for this. Like, this is the first thing that I've ever done, like, actually recording and gonna post to YouTube without actually using my iPod.
Really? Cool. I've done live streams before, and I don't have a mic for it, as you know. And, so,
this would be perfect for that.
Yeah, I wish. But, like, yeah, I do, like, 3-hour-long live streams, like, just kind of talking to myself while doing some really cool stuff in Minecraft. Generally, I play on, like, Mineplex or something, and I do really well in the minigames. And recently, my computer's been, like, glitching out on me, but hopefully eventually I'll be able to get that done. Oh, and if you're wondering why I don't upload stuff from my computer, it's because I don't have a recording software on my computer, and I can't find a good one that's free.
Well, we have Bandicam. Well, and I tried to put that on this computer, but it's not gonna work until I get internet.
Yeah, so once that happens, I guess we're just gonna be sticking with the Nikon, and I guess after that we can have like gameplay and stuff.
Yeah, like us playing chess.
You can, dude. You even have like Five Nights at Freddy's too.
Yeah, I do actually.
That you can play.
Yeah, but I'm saving that for more like a scare cam series.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, you kind of already done that.
Yeah.
So we could kind of like have a podcast go with it.
Yeah.
We'll have to go like through a list of like games and whatnot that we can.
Or you can tweet what games you want us to play, and then I can Hopefully they're free, and then I can get them on the netbook, and then I can put them on the USB, then I can put them on the computer, and then I can play them.
Or, just complicate things a little less and not do that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so this is kind of how the podcast is going to work. We're just going to kind of be talking a bunch, and, yeah, there's going to be a lot of slip-ups, I'm sure. We're going to say stupid stuff all over the place, and, yeah.
I think we already have.
Oh, I'm sure we've said plenty of stupid things.
Yeah.
I'm actually going, God, what is it? I'm going, back to a lot of, things I used to do, and for the most part, I love doing the things I used to do. I just haven't had time for them, so, I'm gonna have a lot of, I'm gonna have a lot of extra time, but now with an extra podcast added onto that, I might not have enough time to do the things I wanted to.
Well, this might become like a monthly thing or weekly.
Well, if we do it like a weekly thing, then I think we can get a lot more videos out, and it'll be a lot more.
I think every week or every 2 weeks.
I think we should do every week, just, so that, and we can always change it at any point in time. We can eventually, we could do, 20-minute podcasts every day, and that would be a lot more stuff for the viewers, but it would be a lot less work on us.
Yeah.
But for the most part, right now, we're just going to be doing, hour-long extravaganzas. Yeah?
Yeah.
And once we hit 45 minutes, we can just end it whenever we want, because 45-minute podcasts are kind of long. But, yeah, so...
Usually people go for an hour, but we're just starting off, so...
Yeah, right. I haven't actually done a lot, recently. I went snowboarding.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of cool. God, you know what? My parents went on vacation to Hawaii, and they were gonna bring. They were originally gonna bring me, but they brought my backpack instead. So they were literally going to Hawaii, and they brought my backpack over me, and so I was left with school for a week without a backpack. It was the worst, the worst ever. But yeah, God, I'm alive and I'm well now. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think things will be a lot more interesting if we have something to play in the background, though. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's definitely something that we're gonna have to try and get soon. But
yeah. Actually, I'm gonna hopefully come up with some. Wow, brain fart.
Yeah, dude, stop.
Okay.
Stop farting in your brain. That's gross.
Alright, I'll just
Have
stop.
respect for your brain.
Okay, I'll just stop talking for now.
Well, fine then. I'm just gonna talk. We have a really musty old piece of crap behind us.
To stop the audio. Hopefully, it's better than.
Yeah, it's like a little sheet behind us, but it's so gross.
We need to get this thing. I think it did wash, and then it just came out like this.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think anything that was washed looks like it has brown splotches all over the place.
I think we put it in with something that had a bunch of hair on it. Moving on.
So you threw it in your shower?
Okay. Let's not try and disturb our audience.
Cool. So something I've been working on is animations to help me study through school.
Oh.
And I've actually asked H over here to help me by doing the same sort of animation beside me, and we'd see who did better. I've actually got one done already, but yeah. Let's see here. I've got a lot of freaking mobile games that I just don't know what to do with. So I guess let's try and address our subscribers. So I started YouTube about a year ago, actually over a year ago, and I didn't have many subscribers. I think you were my only subscriber for a while.
Yeah.
And eventually I just kind of when I got on Minecraft, I got a lot more people subscribing to me, and I got 5 subs, and I was really happy. and then you got like 10 subscribers on your Dylan Shirley channel. I'm like, man, why do you have all the good? Why do you have the good account?
No, I think I have like 16 subscribers on my Dylan Shirley channel.
Yeah, so I've got like 3 more subscribers. Get on my level.
Yeah, but I don't think any of them know that I've switched to a 360.
Yeah, you've mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, can you still post comments through your Dylan Shirley channel?
Yeah, that's mainly what I use it for, like the feedback and all that.
Oh, interesting. Something that I think many people would be interested in knowing is how I got to as many subscribers as I have now, and mostly it's just been like me doing a lot of live streams and then people asking via those live streams, and there are some people that like meet me on like pseudo memo, and I've given out my YouTube there, but for the most part it's just been like kind of been kept on a lower end of the spectrum, but hopefully eventually I'll get a little bit more. I don't know, this podcast might do really well or it might do terribly, so this is kind of just like to test the waters. So if you do enjoy this podcast and you've made it to nearly 32 minutes, please try and leave a like, and a comment would be very appreciated as to letting us know some feedback or some topics you'd like to hear us talk about. I guess let's talk about something that I guess people would know about, and let's just give our opinion on it.
Well, Pop Anthology 2014 is coming out in like 2 days.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I'm really excited. I'm planning on animating that.
Yeah, God dang it, my phone is like going off all over the place. I've got like a playlist of 4 songs that's just going wacko. I'm just gonna throw my... Yeah, there you go. Anyway, yeah, so, I watch... On YouTube, I watch a lot of, podcasts, and I watch a lot of Minecraft-related videos. And, yeah, it's just kind of been all over the place for me. You guys can check who I'm subscribed to, I think. Yeah? Is that a thing that people can do?
No.
No?
You can't see who people are subscribed to.
Pretty sure you can check the sub box, but anyway, whatever. Either way, I'm subscribed to like a few people. I'm not gonna name drop anyone in case they want to be kept private, but yeah. I know that some YouTubers like publicity and some don't, so I'm just going to kind of keep names private for now, and if they want me to come forward, because I'm sure they know who they are if they're watching, if they want me to come forward, then I will release their name, but yeah, I watch a lot of Minecraft videos, and it's kind of cool, not gonna lie. What are you doing?
Nothing.
No, you're not. Just because we don't have a webcam to show what you're doing doesn't mean you're not doing anything.
Or does it? I was watching my buddy's park.
Yeah.
Some of his footnotes, yeah.
I guess.
Hasn't been here in a while. So.
Should we talk about Nick?
Nick.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that he. And I feel like we should get his permission first.
Well, I think Nick wanted to be a part of the podcast at some point, but,
Did you tell him about it?
I told him about it forever ago if he would be interested in being in a podcast, and he said sure. But I don't know if he's changed his mind since then, but, yeah. If you do end up wanting to, talk about him, let me know. Because I think he would be kind of an interesting person to have, being talked about.
He's pretty interesting.
You know what would be kind of cool?
What?
If we had guests, like Nick.
I think Scare Dude actually has his own YouTube channel now.
Yeah? Well, maybe we could get a guest of him.
Yeah, Scare Dude, if you're watching this right now, get a Skype and send me your Skype request or whatever, and then you could be on the next podcast.
And I guess that kind of goes for most people. Like, if you know us personally, or like through something specifically, just kind of shoot us something quick. We'll try and get to you as soon as we can. And yeah, should work. I know I have a couple friends. I have one friend on YouTube that's got about 500 subs now. I'm really proud of him, but he hasn't posted anything in like a month. He must be like studying really hard for his tests and whatnot, because that's kind of what keeps him from posting. But I can't wait to see when he starts posting again, because that'll be kind of cool. And since he's got 500 subs and he wants a lot more attention, I'm gonna drop a name here. You ready? You ready for this? It's C Love Gaming. I think people that have seen my channel have already seen his name plenty. But yeah, he's a really cool dude. You guys should check him out. He does live streams every now and then. That's how I actually met him, through a live stream. And you know what? I've actually met a lot of people through live streams, whether it's me live streaming or them live streaming. But yeah, I've done a lot with him. He's a cool guy. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content he makes, because he's definitely got more videos than I do, and because I've got like 12 and you have like what?
8.
Yeah, so I mean, like there's kind of like a big difference there. He's got like hundreds of videos out, so check him out. He's a cool guy. He's got a lot of stuff, but the reason I wanted to talk about him is because he's got a lot of business plans that he has in the future. Like he's got things set up for like goals that he has, like subscriber wise. So like he has like a 10 subscriber. He had like a 10 subscriber goal. He had a 100 subscriber goal. I actually was among his first 100 subscribers, which is awesome. And then now he's above 500 and still making videos, but not quite as often. He's not pulling a JonTron here. And I think that's kind of something that I think is something that you'd want to try for.
Alright. I think I know what I should talk about, but I'm not sure if I want to talk about it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm not sure.
Something I think I should talk about is that I've actually gone through depression in my life.
So have I.
And for those of you that have depression, you're not alone. Don't ever feel alone, because you're never alone. And I feel as though a lot of people with depression feel as though like they're the only person in the world. We support you, even if we can't meet you, even if we never meet you. We still support you. We still hope that you're fighting through it. It sucks, but
what you're talking about right now actually reminds me a lot of one of my friends.
But yeah, what you go through is just the worst, and people that don't understand what you're going through. But we understand. We feel you. It sucks, but you got to think about the positive stuff in life that will happen. I think that's what got me through it. But yeah, it just hopefully you guys out there that do have it can make it through there, because it's the worst. It's the worst feeling in the world, being depressed.
Yeah.
But I'm better now. I've never been better, and yeah. I thought I would just throw something kind of controversial in there, because a lot of people have depression, and I feel as though those people that are listening to this podcast think we don't take things seriously like that. And I kind of just want to prove to people that we can talk about serious topics as well as like joke around about whatever we want.
Yeah. We have the freedom of speech.
Well, not everyone does. Yeah. So yeah, technically we do over like other people.
Yeah.
So something I guess that I don't like that he does is the channel PewDiePie.
Ah, him. Yes.
Felix, yes. What about him? I don't particularly like his channel. I respect the fact that he has the most subscribers. I respect the fact that he's made it there through gaming videos. I respect him as a person. I just don't see his videos as entertaining, and I've gotten a lot of flack for that. So, just throwing it out there right now in case you guys are like, oh god, you're all like copying off of PewDiePie. I wouldn't copy off of someone I don't like. That's just kind of how I am.
Yeah, and yeah, he actually does have his own podcast. It's like Broken.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's called the Broken Podcast. It's like PewDiePie with his bros, and then Cinnamon Toast Ken.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well then. Oh, that's kind of weird. Wonder if they have guests.
Yeah, they do. They had Markiplier once.
Really?
I think they even had Jacksepticeye. I'm not sure though.
That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I guess we don't really have a ton to talk about, considering the fact that we're kind of just still new to this. But once we figure out kind of what we're doing and how to get things set up, we'll have a lot more to talk about. I'm kind of just moving around in my beanbag chair right now that I've kind of just set up on the fly.
Yeah. Because, like, literally not too long ago, like, I had asked him, like, just out of the blue if he wanted to do a podcast.
I'm like, sure, if you get things set up. And lo and behold, he got things set up. I'm just like, well, I guess we're doing a podcast then. What do you know?
What do you know?
But, yeah.
It was kind of out of the blue, and, well, here we are now.
Yeah.
About to end the podcast maybe soon.
My birthday's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
January 10th.
I kind of feel bad for you because,
my birthday's January 10th, and it's so close to Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for you because, like...
And it's close to New Year's.
Yeah, like, people mix together your, wow words. People, they mix your presents with holidays, so it's like you get less presents.
Well, that's not what I'm, like, mostly upset about. I'm mostly
in it for the presents.
You're weird.
I know.
I'm in it to spend time with my family, but my family's usually off for holidays, and my parents have to work through my birthday, so I don't really have a lot of time to spend with them.
Yeah.
Which is really unfortunate. But I'm gonna be hanging out with Dylan, so
yeah,
it's all good.
It'll be for your birthday. I'm like technically a part of your family.
Not really.
Like you know, people say friends are family.
I've never heard that expression before.
Okay, then I'm just insane.
You are, in fact, insane.
Yes.
But,
you're not the first person who said that.
You know, I think I am not the first person to say that.
I'm probably like one of the most hated kids in school.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm the exact opposite. I am adored by none.
I'm adored by none.
So, about half of my school has a salty relationship with me, and the other half are either my friends or don't care. So, I mean, that's kind of how I'm at right now with my social situation. But, for the most part, I have a lot of good friends that I hang out with a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure of something real quick. One of my friends is just being a jerk to me, really. Go away. One of my friends is being a jerk to me recently.
Really?
Yeah, they're just, like, being, when they were, like, given, something, when they were doing something wrong in, like, Clash of Clans, they were starting a war at a really terrible time, and, we told him to stop. He's like, no! So, I'm just kind of hoping that he doesn't do that.
So he's like the Hitler of Clash of Clans.
He's not Hitler. And don't make a joke about Hitler.
I'm sorry.
That's not good.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure we have Jewish viewers. Well, we will at some point.
Some point, but not now.
Well, you never know.
Oh.
You haven't checked the statistics on it, have you?
Okay, so anyways.
But yeah, I think jokes that Nazis would make are the most racist jokes ever. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think anything that offends, like, Jewish people usually are the most racist of jokes. And there are really racist terms that you can use, but I think using jokes about, like, that, like, a Nazi would make about, like, Jews dying and stuff are, like, the worst. And that's still humor that people use if they believe in what the Nazis believed in. And I think it's kind of accepted worldwide that, Nazis were bad, but there are still people like the Nazis, and that's not a good thing. I feel as though they should be punished for their beliefs, but of course, a belief is a belief, so no one can get really punished for what they believe in. But if you make threats against someone, like wanting to like drown Nazis and stuff, or not drown Nazis, but even like Jews, that's something that you can be punished for. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad that's a thing that's been enforced, but kind of wishing that people that did terrible things in their head and never told anyone about it kind of had some sort of punishment. And if you don't tell anyone about stuff, then it's kind of bad. Which brings me to my next thing. Tell anyone that you know about anything that you know. So, like, if you witness something terrible, the best thing to do about it is just to go tell someone. And I know that sounds like something you'd hear in, like, an elementary school assembly, but that's the best thing you can literally do if anything bad happens. I swear to God, is my phone? Yeah, my phone is playing stuff again. Stop it! We're having a serious conversation here. God, phone, your battery should just fall off the face of the planet.
Why don't you just turn it off? Like, completely turn it off.
No. But yeah, I feel as though a lot of people don't tell people what they see or what they experience because they think that they're gonna get like in trouble with federal people like the feds or the police. But most of the time, if you tell someone about what you experience, as long as you aren't the one that was responsible about it, you should be 100% fine. As long as you know you didn't do something bad, then you can prove it. I think that's kind of something that most people don't take away from like the judicial system. If you are innocent, you will be proven innocent. But unless you don't talk, in which case people will prove that you might have the potential of not being innocent, which is kind of how court works and whatnot. And I kind of like that system. Mostly because, like, if you know you haven't done anything, then you can prove that you haven't done anything. So, yeah,
My God, it's already been, like, 48 minutes?
Yeah, I guess.
You think we should end this soon?
Soon, but, we'll give it another 12 minutes of, like, us just kind of rambling on about nothing. And, I'm sure our audio just sounds terrible because it's taken from the webcam.
Yeah.
Ugh. Hopefully I get a real mic soon.
Yeah.
I've actually been meaning to get a real mic for my live streams, but I haven't actually found the time to do so. It's the worst feeling ever when people are like, "Do you have a mic?" and I have to respond no in like my Minecraft chat. But yeah, I guess my favorite minigame on Mineplex is something that I'd like to talk about. Mine is a lot more different than other people's, but mine's Runner. Because I'm actually really good at parkour, and most people don't think that when they see me at first. And I've got a really weird computer system to the point where, like, sometimes it's 5 bars, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 3. Sometimes I have to reset my Minecraft, and sometimes it's, like, live streamable, and I have, like, 5 bars and whatnot. But, regardless of all that, I usually have a really good game, and I can usually get on the leaderboard regardless of that. And I'm actually really close to winning 50 games.
Cool.
I actually have like 24,000 gems right now, and I'm probably going to do a live stream right after this podcast is recorded, so, I mean, that's a cool thing. Actually, right now, since we're almost 50 minutes in, at the 50-minute mark, I'm going to tweet out hashtag PMH. Actually, if my Twitter will load fast enough.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be... My timeline is empty. That's impossible.
What was that laugh?
Okay, so hashtag PMH is now up. So, yeah. How cool is that?
I would upload that to my thing, but hey, apparently my iPod is just turning on because apparently it shut off, and I don't have the Twitter app downloaded because I am trying to save space.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
I'm just kind of reading through Twitter right now. Doesn't look like anyone has anything interesting to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I posted hashtag PMH. You can check it out on at Pyman12YT. You'll see that I did in fact post that. I've got 12 followers right now, so I mean that's kind of cool. I think the most I've ever had on that is like 15 or something. And at one point, I think that my Twitter had more followers than my YouTube, and I think my Twitch has the most followers out of everything.
Yeah.
And I guess that's because people are in the moment and they just kind of follow you, because why not?
Yeah.
And you know what? I've gotten over 20 followers on Twitch without a mic, so why don't you just get on my level? Right now, you and me, let's go.
I'm not like a live stream person, but speaking of live streams, hair in my mouth. Okay, speaking of live streams,
what are you doing with hair in your mouth?
I don't know. I found it in my mouth.
I found it. I found it in my mouth. My mothballs.
Okay then. So yeah, speaking of live streams, I'm planning to like host a Google Plus Hangout live stream. Something like that, and like link it to YouTube, and I'm hopefully going to do like a question and answer thing. But I have a feeling that not many people are going to come. Either that or 0 people are going to come.
Well, I could also be a part of it, and maybe some more people would come. I feel as though if we plan it out, more people would be more likely to like join our live streams and whatnot.
Yeah, but the last time I tried that, it kept saying error code, so I just
So, once we get, like, gameplay footage in the background, we can talk about that rather than just talking about random crap.
Yeah.
I feel as though this live stream is going to be a lot more boring, and it's going to be boring until we get some games to play. So, leave your comments down below what games we should start playing. I think we're going to start off with, like, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and then we're going to move into different games that we can find variously, and who knows, maybe we'll be able to at some point get some of your guys' suggestions in. I feel as though we probably could, but we're gonna try and get as much gameplay as we can. I don't know.
Of course, it might be pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's obviously gonna be pre-recorded, but I think we're gonna go 20 minutes of gameplay, and then as well as like actual audio recording, and then should be good. Good. Are you okay?
Apparently, Video Game Rap Battles has posted an animated Five Nights at Freddy's rap song music video.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Aren't you doing a lot of animations for them?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a lot of animations for Cam. Honestly, when he had retweeted that post of me saying that I was going to animate Toby vs. Pewds 2, of course it's going to have to be in separate parts, because, page limit and audio limit. And when I posted the picture, Cam had retweeted it, favorited it, and then he told me that he was really excited. And then later on that day, I had finally posted a preview to Facebook, and then I said that I had posted it to Facebook, and Cam apparently was really excited about that, because he said that he wanted to, wanted to see it, so he told me to post a link, and then instead of actually watching it, he might have watched it, but the first thing that he did was actually send me a friend request, and he has like 61 friends last time I checked.
Well, I mean, like, friends don't matter that much on
Yeah.
Facebook as opposed to, like,
Yeah.
followers or subscribers.
But he has like almost 100,000 subscribers, so it's kind of rare to have something like that happen to you.
Yeah, I guess I've had a similar experience on like Twitter. Besides C-Love following me on Twitter, which thank you again, that's awesome. I'm glad you did. I actually got someone bigger than him to follow me on Twitter, which was Andrew Productions TV, which is Andrew that created PictoChat. So
him.
We have him to thank for us meeting. Yeah. So I guess he can take a little bit of I guess we took a little bit of inspiration from him. So
thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, dude, thank you a ton, because this podcast wouldn't even exist without you.
This podcast.
The podcast. The God dang it. Post-apocalyptic or whatever.
Post-apocalyptic.
Whatever.
Where'd that come from?
Podcast. Anyway, so I guess some other things we might do is some like console games, like stuff on like our Wii.
I even have PlayStation 1. I have to say that one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 1, it has to be Drivers 2, because there's this one fun mini game that I have posted like 2 episodes or 1 episode on this channel, and then like I posted like a whole series on my last channel. It was like this survival mini game where basically cops are coming at you millions of miles per hour, and they don't arrest you. They just hit your car, and then you just go flying wherever. And it's just funny to see where you end up. One time I even glitched out of the world.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool to see in the background, you know. So yeah, what's your favorite YouTube video to date?
YouTube to date.
Yeah. Or what's your favorite YouTube channel? Let's go with something.
Scott is Minecraft.
Really? Interesting.
Scott is Minecraft FTW. Did you know that he actually had a channel before called Jim the Demon?
Huh.
I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm guessing that it was from RuneScape.
I would imagine so. RS in his name stands for RuneScape, so... Yeah, so my favorite YouTube channel is Game Grumps, and I guess a lot of people could have seen that coming, considering I came up with inspiration for a video game themed podcast from them. So I guess, go check them out if you haven't already. They're really cool people, and they do a lot of really cool stuff. I feel as though they're a lot more experienced because they've done it for years now, and we're just kind of just starting up. And I feel as though like an hour-long podcast as opposed to like 30 minutes of gameplay a day is kind of like give or take about the same sort of like gist. We're just kind of starting out, so we're gonna have a lot less stuff to put up. But I give mad respect to them because they have gotten a lot of they've got a lot of things to talk about, and I feel as though our conversations are a lot less interesting because we don't. So I guess from now on, before we start a podcast, we're gonna have a list of like 20 things to talk about, and we're gonna go through all of them because you kind of just burnt through all our topics really quick.
Yeah.
So,
wait, can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
Scare Dude, you tagged me in this like Sprite thing, like I think it was like either yesterday night or today, like this morning. I don't have Sprite, and basically I think the challenge is that you would get some Sprite and then you would chug it for like a limited amount of time. I don't know.
But something I think. Before we end off the podcast, we can go over an hour, yeah?
That's fine.
Alright,
It just takes longer to load.
Yeah, I've got another story to tell, so I want to just kind of get it out of the way.
Alright.
So, your ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, yes.
I almost forgot about it, but I remembered at the last second. So, for those of you still listening to this, you get a little treat. Are you going to link it in the description?
Maybe.
Alright, so if you do end up linking it, you can just check it out. But if you're watching from H360's channel, you can just check it out on his channel. And if you're watching it from my perspective, then you can just check out his channel. Are you going to link our channel separately?
Yeah.
Alright, so just try and link both of our channels, and
I guess we could take like these last few minutes to like Just do our outro.
No, well, I wanted to talk about the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, okay.
So, he approaches me and he's like, "So, dude, I got tagged in the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge." I'm like, "Oh, really? Did you?" I'm like, just, "Dude, are you gonna participate?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am. Would you like to pour ice water over my head?" I'm like, I've never heard more magical words come out of your mouth. So, in the video, I'm actually wearing a mask, and that's because I like to keep my identity concealed.
Yeah.
But, I got, like, the rush of, like, alright, 3, 2, 1, and you're gone.
Yeah, dude, that was so cold. In fact, I'm using the bucket over there. As you can see, I had to move everything aside because my room is very crappy right now.
Yeah, you got a really small one.
Yeah, I use it as a trash can now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually never got tagged, so, and all the people that could potentially tag me are out, that have already done it, and they've tagged other people, so I think I'm in the clear now.
Are people still doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge?
I don't believe that's a thing that people do anymore, but if they do, I'm still a person you can try and get, but, thus far, no one has tagged me, and it's been awesome.
Dude, that was cold.
Yeah, I actually felt it.
Cold.
I actually felt it fall onto my jeans, and I don't know. I probably could handle that, but fairly well. But
anyone could handle it, obviously. I'm just glad it didn't turn out like one of those failed ones.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would have sucked.
Yeah, like break my neck. Okay, let's move on.
So thank you guys all for listening. If you did end up listening this far, if you enjoyed the podcast or enjoy any of us in general, subscribe and leave a like, rating, and
share this to anyone. Share it with your family. Share it to your dog. Share it to your cat. Share it to a ghost. Share it to the devil. I'm just kidding.
Share it to Grandmaster Blaster. And yeah, we'll see you all next time. Oh, and don't forget to leave a comment telling us what kind of games you want to see when we do end up getting them. So,
Alright.
Yeah, peace.
Wait, no, don't end it yet.
Sorry.
I want us to do our separate outros.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. You go first.
Okay, thank you guys all for watching. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully we'll see you all soon, and I'll check you out, guys. I'll check you all out next time. Bye-bye.
Anyways, guys, that's all I have time for today. Make sure to subscribe to Pieman over here. Link will be down in the description below, so with some of our social medias that we mentioned, except for Pseudomemo, because they don't have links for that yet.
I hope they do eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Like, in the future, definitely. But anyways, I'm Lieutenant 360, and thank you for wasting your time.